Alright, so we need something spooky. Anything that is scary. Nuke always does it. Let's see what Nuke is saying this morning.
A few months ago, a woman named Rosanna bought an old apartment somewhere in France and moved in with her two very young children and her 13-year-old cat, Loli. But almost immediately after moving into the new place, her cat begins to act very strangely.
I mean, cats are strange to begin with. So. I don't know, I'm a dog guy. Oh, what the heck?
Hey!
That cat's getting it.
The cat, Loli, aggressively hisses and snarls at something that Rosanna can't see. Now, Rosanna says that the cat had never done anything like this before they moved. So as a single mother, Rosanna shares custody of her children with their father. So one night when the children are away at their dad's house, something happens that makes Rosanna's blood run cold.
What happens?
C'est pas possible, ça marche pas. Ça marche.
Throw that thing out the window and get another one.
Even though Rosanna is completely alone, she hears her young daughter's voice calling out to her from the children's bedroom.
That would be hard to
The voice
fake.
repeats, "Mama," over and over. But strangest of all, the voice seems to be coming from an old radio that doesn't even have batteries inside. After this absolutely terrifying experience,
Throw it
Rosanna
out the
decides
window.
to share her story online in search of advice. She also calls for help from a local priest. The scared mother is now desperate to try absolutely anything to get rid of the sinister entity that seems to be haunting her home. But nothing seems to help. In fact, it just gets much, much worse.
Generally does. Imagine if the eyes moved or started blinking. Then we might have something. But then it could be a mechanical head, so who knows. Oh, some bugged out eyeballs. Holy moly. Explainable.
Arrête.
The head of a dressing mannequin that Rosanna has had for years moves on its own and seems to follow her with its eyes as she moves around the room. Rosanna feels that the apartment is no longer safe for her children and decides to stay in the home all alone. Eventually, she becomes so scared that she starts to only sleep in the apartment's living room. But then, late one night, Rosanna hears her cat Loli angrily snarling at something in the hallway just outside the living room door. What happens next is downright chilling.
I'm ready for it. Okay.
Loli.
Cat is not happy. There's someone in your house. Hey. Goosebumps came out a little bit.
Noni?
Noni? Is that what she just said? Oh, this lady is terrified. She's like hiding under the bed. I would be too.
After this very disturbing incident,
This has
Rosanna
gotta
says
be
that she
fake.
became
This has
seriously
to be
ill
fake.
and spent the rest of the night throwing up. She says she is absolutely
Really? That's what happened to you? Because I've been affected by something like that, and same scenario. Doing an investigation at a graveyard, an old, like, broken down graveyard, trying to get some answers. And during an Estes method, things did not go well. And I felt horrible and off and very paranoid for some reason. And then threw up a few times later that evening. And then I felt fine. No idea. She probably felt fine after she was puking all night as well.
convinced that the old apartment she bought is haunted by a demon. For now, she stays at a hotel with her cat until she can hopefully afford to move somewhere else. She says she's currently seeking legal action against the people who sold her that apartment. The thing in the basement.
Oh wait, so that's not fake then. If she's actually seeking legal action, and somebody's going to suffer some legal ramifications for not disclosing that the house was a demon house, a demon apartment. Wow. All right. Okay. See, Nuke never fails. Never. He'll never let you down. Go subscribe to Nuke. Subscribe to me and subscribe to Nuke. Both of us.
A Nuke's Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, we'll call her Jane, reached out to us about a very creepy experience she
Looks
had
like
in her
Norway.
family home in Norway.
Yo! Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. I was just going to say, I was in Seljord, Norway for a while. That's exactly what it
viewer who
looked
wishes
like.
to remain anonymous, we'll call
No
her
shot.
Jane, reached out to us about a very
It's exactly what it looked like. Had a house on a lake, but it wasn't on the lake. It was like one of the further houses back, like across the street from the lake, but you could see the lake from the porch. Wow, yeah, it's exactly what Norway looked like. That's what Norway looks like. It's beautiful. Wow,
creepy
that's cool.
experience she had in her family home
That's
in
cool.
Norway. So while Jane is in the basement grabbing some tools for her brother, she hears something that puts her on edge.
I wonder where
She hits
Norway it
record on
was.
her phone as she investigates. And what happens next is truly bizarre.
Nuke, I believe
Okej,
you.
så ska jag inte
Because you said the
vara
last one was
kreativ
going to be
Från det jag fixade på en bil.
terrifying, and it was.
Så... Kaffan. Hallå?
Hello?
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Hva var det? Jeg sverger det er bare mannen der. I kjelleren. Så bare spiller. Som er jævlig creepy. Hallo? Det er ingen der. It's not people in here. Det er ikke folk. Hallo? Ok. Ja. Hva faen?
Is that
Der
an
er
animal?
somebody.
Is that an animal of some kind? Is that what that was?
Hallo?
Is that an aminal?
Så, liksom... Ok, jeg må ta hvert hen.
Jane hears several weird screeches coming from somewhere near her in the basement. And then as she leaves, the door seems to slam shut on its own. But did you see it? Jane looks into a mirror 2 times while walking through the basement. The first time, there's nothing out of the ordinary. But the second time, something seems to be standing in the doorway right behind her.
Bizarre.
To this day, Jane has no idea what happened, but says that the experience gave her the creeps. Now again, Jane says she has never posted this video anywhere online and wishes to remain anonymous. So I have to leave it up to you. Do you think Jane captured something paranormal? And if not, then just who
Possibly.
or what is this? Up in Smoke. It's around 11:30 at night and Jocelyn is working in a smoke shop in central Alabama when she hears a noise coming from the back of the store.
Guys, I'm working by my fucking self and I hear fucking noise in the back. What the bro?
Wow. All the way up in the back. There you go. Something moved pretty quickly from...
Something can be seen moving around in the storage
Jeez, why are
area
you
in the
so
back.
fast?
After posting the video online, shocked viewers asked Jocelyn to check the security footage of the camera
my heart
in the
dropped in the
back.
dark corner.
Now, whatever this is, it
He's
doesn't
fast
show
as
up on
boy.
camera. But about 4 hours later, in the middle of the night, when the store is closed and empty, this happens.
What do we got? I
At
thought that
around
was
4 in the
a
morning, a ladder
person
falls over by itself, and a pillow seems to appear
or
out of nowhere
something
and just
walking down the
drops
steps.
down the stairs.
Wow.
Now, Jocelyn says that she was so shaken up that she has no intentions of ever returning to work at the store and might actually just quit her job. But is this real paranormal activity caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Too close for comfort. Amateur
With the exception of that thing moving at Mach 17 in the background,
paranormal
No idea. It
investigators
could all be
Jared,
explained.
his brother David, and a friend get together one night to investigate Jared's own house in Blackpool, England. You see, Jared claims that he has experienced some creepy, unexplained events in the house. So Jared's brother David is holding an SLS camera with built-in night vision when he walks through the downstairs area to see if the camera maps out any strange figures. But then something happens that absolutely freaks out everyone.
Using the night vision camera on the SLS, so that's why they're still behind me, because we don't want to keep mapping them.
Exactly.
We want to see what we can map ourselves.
Just have a look around the room, Dave. You never know. I mean, we caught some orbs in here last time I was up here.
Yeah,
Weird.
I'm hoping to see some of now.
Yeah. You never know.
We're back.
Stuck on 2 of the K2 meter.
K2, what was
Yeah,
that?
we've got Jeb behind us doing the K2 and he's got a couple of lights on it, you know, so we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, all we can do is just keep
Yeah,
going
so
past
now-
and say, whoa!
What the hell? Did I just see something or am I imagining that?
I don't know, let's go.
It did look like there was
hell?
something there
I don't know.
peeking in the door.
To me it looked like a face, Dave.
I thought I saw something.
That was really quick,
That was-
really spooky.
As David pans around the living room, he captures what appears to be a bizarre pale face peeking out from
Oh.
behind the door to the hallway.
Whoa.
Going past.
Wow. It's a handsome face.
And say, whoa!
What the hell?
The group looks through the house and even attempts to debunk what they just saw, but they can find no explanation as to what this is.
That actually looks like a whole face. That's a person's face. In a doorway. That's weird. See, look. Oh, look at it. It's a face.
But they can find no explanation as to what this is.
It looks like a a human head that's like kind of glitching or phasing somehow. It's just moving in a weird way. I don't know. It's awkward. It's very awkward.
Antoine's restaurant. Isabel Riley recently told a very creepy story online and followed it up with one of the creepiest pictures you'll ever see.
I need to tell you guys about the most insane evidence that I have ever seen of a ghost existing. Backstory. I was at a company get-together with my CEOs, my coworkers, and one of the owners of the company. We've all looked at us and was like, hey, do you guys want to see a ghost picture? Immediately, yes. He begins to tell us that he was in New Orleans at a restaurant called Antoine's. New Orleans, first of all, super haunted city. If you know, you know. And Antoine's is one of the oldest restaurants in the city, one of the oldest restaurants, I believe, in America. It has a lot of history. It used to be a jail. It is a really well-established place, has been around forever. So he's dining at this restaurant and he is offered a tour of the wine cellar. The wine cellar is
this going to be a long
huge.
story?
It's thousands of bottles of wine, probably worth millions of dollars. So he's taking a tour of the wine cellar, he's taking pictures. There's this guy in the wine cellar on
She sounds like Gen Z. This is going to be a long story.
a laptop who is apparently at auction buying more rare wine for the collection. My CEO takes pictures of this guy on his laptop, doesn't think anything of it, he doesn't see anything, leaves the restaurant, calls it a day. The next morning, he's looking through the photos and notices something. So this is the first picture that he showed me from the wine cellar. You can see this guy who is on his laptop at auction doing whatever. And here is the next picture that he took. So we all see that. That is a full body apparition. It looks like a woman in this like black Victorian dress.
It does.
And when I was showed this, I genuinely had full body chills.
So just who could the creepy alleged ghost woman dressed all in black in the photo be?
Like, totally had, like, full body chills. It was, like, unreal. I can't.
For that,
oh
we
my
go into
gosh.
the history of the restaurant. Antoine Alciatore opened his restaurant
Thank
all the
you,
way
Nuke.
back in 1840. Then in 1875, Antoine passed away when he was only 55 years old.
Okay.
When he died, he left his wife Julie in charge of the restaurant.
Okay.
So could this be Julie's spirit still looking over the restaurant from beyond the grave? Well, let me know what you think.
Could be.
We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5
Do it. Send it.
@gmail.com. Bye, Felicia. One night, Felicia Hall
Bye,
is out on her
Felicia.
back deck playing with her dog when things get weird.
I like weird. I'm a weird guy. Somebody said something through the camera. Your husband was messing with you and
Out
yelled
of
at you
nowhere,
through the
Felicia
camera?
hears something that sounds like someone whispering right in her ear. Something that says, "Get out."
Let's hear it.
As you can tell in the video, Felicia is absolutely
Okay.
terrified and screams and hurries back inside, leaving her dog to wonder what just happened. So did Felicia get an angry supernatural warning? You decide. Revenants and renovations. A man who works as a nurse at the IMSS hospital in Manzanillo, Mexico, was taking a tour of the recently renovated Clinic Number 10. Now, the old hospital was built in 1932 and has seen its share of death and suffering for over 90 years. So
That's a
the
long
nurse is
time.
filming with his phone as he walks through the renovated clinic.
Oh, that was a good stretch.
Later, when he reviews his footage of the old hospital,
I didn't see
he
anything.
spots something that sends a chill down his spine.
Did I miss it?
Something resembling a small pale face can be seen peeking around the corner in clinic number 10.
Hello there. Got some faces. Nuke has got the face.
The man is shocked. He says that he never noticed this strange face while filming. The man's aunt posted his video to the internet, and many viewers believe that he might have captured the spirit of a patient who passed away at the old hospital. Unearthed. This
Okay.
next creepy story has been going viral and actually made international news. So, TikTok
Really?
user Katie Santry from Columbus, Ohio woke up one morning to find that things in her home office seem to have been mysteriously moved around.
I think my house is haunted and I'm freaking out. Like, I'm literally shaking. This is my sunroom. This is where I work. I sit here every day. There's a playroom here, doors here. This is the space. I worked in here last night until about 6:30. Everything
This
was
is
fine.
my
Shut
space.
laptop. We close these doors so the dogs don't come in here at night. No one is in this room. I'm down this morning to work. The screen shattered. This stuff down here. This hanging off. Here's the next bit of important information. So we're building a fence, and back here, we dug a hole. There is a rolled up carpet buried underground that we came across as we were digging this hole. Rolled up carpet. Who the and why the is there a rolled up carpet underground?
Katie shares her strange story online.
Generally, it would only be for one reason. Have you not seen any movies ever in your life?
And viewers suggest that there just might be something more buried in the yard.
Yeah.
Inside that rug.
Yeah.
How deep is that? Like at least 2 feet?
Almost, yeah.
Oh, right now.
At the intense urging of thousands of video commenters, Katie decides to call the police to
Yes.
check out the
I was
rug.
going to say, don't check it out
Just
yourself.
in
Call the
case.
police.
Oh, there. Yeah, I see that. It's like the tassel of it. It's like the end of it. Jeez, I don't even know. Carpets. Wow.
I was just say it's not, to 6 feet long.
Oh yeah, no, there's just something like weird.
Now, Katie says that she thinks the rug is a bit strange, but she doesn't really think it's anything suspicious. That is until Columbus detectives arrive at her house with cadaver-sniffing dogs.
That's a tough job as a doggo.
Oh my god.
Two cadaver dogs both signal and sit on the area where the rug was found, indicating that the dogs believe that there is a body there. And this is when Katie's casual story about a
Hey, bud,
paranormal
come here.
haunting in a buried rug starts to get a
Come
bit
here.
out of control. In fact, Katie's story becomes international
Loki, come here.
news.
In a series of videos garnering
Come here, buddy.
millions of views, Katie Santry shared she may have discovered a body buried in a rug in her yard.
Come here. Right now. Come here. Come here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Come on up. Hey, come on up. Let's talk about this, all right? What are we barking about, okay? You have the life. I don't even keep a collar on you. There was just doggos that were sniffing cadavers. It's a boring job? Is that what you're saying? It's a boring job, you don't want to do it? I understand you're barking at that picture in the living room like a lunatic. Could we chill out? And then we'll go outside in a few minutes? Yeah? Is that cool? Alright.
The entire thing blew up on TikTok.
That's my
this
guy.
week.
The investigation stemming from social media. Police in Columbus saw a woman's
Look at these dogs hitting though, and they just
In fact, Katie's story
proud
becomes
moment, proud
international
dog owner
news.
moment.
In a series of videos garnering millions of views, Katie Santry shared she may have discovered a body buried in a rug in her yard.
The entire thing blew up on TikTok this week.
The investigation stemming from social media. Police in Columbus saw a woman's TikTok showing she and her husband found this rug buried in her yard. She reached out to police. Well, police showed up with cadaver dogs.
Even after the first dog sat, I really didn't think the second dog was going to do it too. I thought maybe it was just an accident. And when the second dog did it too, I freaked out.
I think it is absolutely crazy for something to happen like in our area like this.
Understandably, Katie is completely overwhelmed as the homicide team arrives at her property to dig.
Just trying to move a tree.
Okay.
It might not mean anything yet.
Okay.
Wait and see what the interpretation of the results are.
Okay.
Oh my f***ing god.
So homicide is here and missing persons, and now CSI is bringing the shovels out.
CSI is breaking the shovels out.
And I can see
Yo, this is gnarly.
There's cameras set up over there. Okay, they're digging. They've been digging. And there's 6 of them. Some of them are in the hole.
Katie's viewers watch and wait for hours as the homicide team carefully digs out and examines pieces of the stained carpet.
You guys, they have recovered the hole, and this has been the most absurd,
I
insane
bet.
experience of my life. What did they find? No, they didn't find a body. They found a mother effing rug with some rubber. The question remains of why did the dogs hit? I don't know. Both dogs, not just 1, 2. I don't know. The other question remains
That is interesting.
who broke my laptop?
So, Katie is happy with the news that the Columbus homicide team has not found anything suspicious buried with the rug. But viewers that followed Katie's story and even some news reporters are just not completely convinced.
Okay, so the update is they took the rug.
Okay.
Police did. They did not find a body yet.
Yeah, what do you mean yet?
Because the dogs marked on the rug, so there has to have been a body at some point.
I don't believe for a second they didn't find anything in that rug. Not for a single second. I think she was posting too much about it, so they decided not to tell her what they found. Or, because they took it away for forensics, it was a mirror on the rug, no body. I don't believe for a second.
Could be a thing. Commit a crime in one area, wrap a body in a rug, dispose of said body in one area, go to a completely different area, dispose of said rug.
There was nothing on that
Makes
rug.
sense.
So even though police say the rug was fine, there's still some skepticism and some outright conspiracy theories about that rug. But what do you think? Alone? Matty Magarachi says that his house in Monroe Township, New Jersey is...
And the other thing is, too, is that somebody could have buried one of their animals in a rug. So that's why the dogs hit on it, because it was a dead animal rather than a dead person.
Is very haunted. In fact, Matty
So that
has
makes
been
sense.
posting about the strange activity in his home for over 4 years. One night, Matty is home alone with his dogs when strange things start to happen.
What's going on?
That dog has got his eye on something.
Matty's parents are away on vacation, leaving him all alone in the house. And something else happens that makes his blood run cold.
The f is that? What the f was that?
So these are just a couple of the many videos that Maddie has shared online over the last 4 years. So could it be that Maddie's house is actually haunted by something? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax? You decide.
I don't even know what I was looking at right there. I have no idea what I was even looking at right there. But, as always, Nuke knocks it out of the friggin' park. We love Nuke. Alright, I'm going to take the doggo out. Hopefully he doesn't sit down on any dead bodies. No, he's not trained for that. I wouldn't want him trained for that anyway. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Nuke. Subscribe to me. I will see you in the next one. Stay spooky.